a list of stars that never ends. You're our guest in the front row. Now it's time to start the show. Branson Webcast Show, interviews with folks you know. Come along and join the fun. In our books, you're #1.
From the live entertainment capital of the world, you're listening to BransonWebcast.com with your hosts, Hamner and Barber.
It's not TV or radio, just one click, download the show. Grab some coffee, take your seat. We've got friends you'd like to meet. Branson Webcast Show, Hamner, Barber, here we go. Laugh along and have some fun. It's a show for everyone.
We're on the World Wide Web at BransonWebcast.com. And now, here are your hosts, Hamner and Barber.
Well, welcome back to the webcast, everyone, and we've got our special guest, Penny Gilley, famous from RFD-TV. You've got your own television show, Penny. You're here in Branson performing every day. Good to have you here on our little webcast show.
Well, I am honored to be here, guys. Thank you so much.
You know, just a few weeks ago, we had a big benefit show here at the Hamner-Barber-Theater to raise funds for our local Vietnam vets, and you did a fantastic job.
That's right.
Singing on the show.
You closed the show out.
Yes, I did, and that was such an honor. It was great.
Wasn't
Great
that a
night.
fun evening?
It was.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about your television show on RFD-TV.
Last year, I came to Branson to be in a theater show here, and I ended up landing my own television show on RFD, and it started last year, and it's a 30-minute variety show featuring real country music, and I have a special guest also on my show every week from Branson,
Yes.
the Branson celebrities, and we just we talk about what's going on and just have a good time.
It was a lot of fun. I was honored to be one of those special guests. And
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show, too.
Thank you. Dave, you got to come down, too,
I
real
will.
quick.
I will. You know, you came from humble beginnings. I guess you're a little Louisiana girl.
I am. I grew up in a small town called West Monroe, Louisiana, and started singing gospel music when I was 9 years old, and did the gospel thing for many, many years, and fell in love with Conway Twitty and George Jones and Loretta and those folks, and stuck with real traditional country music, and that's what's been my niche for many years, and it's done well.
And it's kind of the heart of Branson too, a little bit traditional country music.
It is. It is. They really do enjoy it, and that's what we hear every night. Thank you for keeping it country and bringing the real stuff back.
Now you have a live band and everything, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have a 6-piece band, and we do. We have fiddle and clogging, and we do 50s and doo-wops, and we also, a big part of my show is Jeff Brandt.
Jeff Brandt.
Jeff Brandt.
Great impersonator, singer,
Funny
guy.
He does great impressions, and he's been out in Vegas for 13 years with Wayne Newton, so he came back to Branson. He's a big part of our show. And
Well, Dunkashane. That's great.
right.
Yeah,
That's
thank
right.
you.
No, Jeff's a great entertainer.
Yeah, he is.
So you've
What a
surrounded
big
yourself
voice.
with it sounds like a great show. We haven't had a chance to see. We're going to take a night off some night and
Please
sneak over
do.
because we are neighbors right down the road from you.
I know it. I like that.
Yeah, now the RFD-TV theater was actually originally the Ray Stevens Theater here in Branson. Then later it became Legends in Concert, then Country Tonight.
Country Tonight.
And now it's the RFD-TV, the theater.
Yeah.
And it's a great facility.
Great,
It is.
great theater.
Great theater for doing television too, isn't it?
It is, and that's what we're really trying to focus on. RFD wants, programming, and so we're just we're working on doing some specials for RFD. I'm going to do a gospel special for RFD, and just a lot of things are in the works. So, but we're there 5 nights a week. I'm there at 7 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday night.
Right.
Yeah, the Penny Gilley show. And
Well, tell us a little bit more about your beginnings before you came to Branson. Where else did you perform?
I spent nearly 15 years traveling and entertaining the troops, the soldiers, and traveled all over the world. And to keep my band busy on top of that, I did a lot of corporate venues and a lot of casinos. And I did that for about 15, 20 years. And just about the time that I thought that I was ready to really retire from the road, and things just happened with RFD, and so here I am.
We hear that story a lot in Branson, and I have kind of a similar background where you're on the road touring and performing, and then you finally get a chance to come to a town like Branson where you can go home to your own bed every night and have a kind of a normal lifestyle, and you realize what a great opportunity that is as a performer.
It's been wonderful. As I told people when I first came to Branson, for the first time in about 22 years, I've totally unpacked my suitcases. And it is awesome.
And you turned off the engine on your car or truck, right?
Exactly.
Shut it down for a while.
I mean, I played throughout the Midwest for about 15 years, all the casinos, and those people, you know, we would go there like 4 times, do like 4 runs a year. And so, you know, we built a big following, and it was wonderful. But gee, it's great to be settled down. And you know, I've always wanted to do my own theater show. That has been my life dream. And here I am.
Yeah.
And Branson's the place.
In a big way, too.
Yeah.
Did you perform as a little girl?
I did. 9 years old, my daddy pushed me out in front of everybody at our church, and my mom played the accordion and piano, and my dad played guitar, and I started singing gospel music, and my dad said, whatever you do, be loud and proud, and if you,
I like that.
Yeah, loud and proud. Yeah. And he said, one thing, always remember, if you can't get them in the heart, you better get them in the feet. So, you know, we always have them tapping their toes.
That's it. The Bible says to make a joyful noise. It doesn't say how good the noise has to be, but loud and proud. But you do have a wonderful way of working with the audience, and you endear yourself to them. So I think you're going to do very well out here, working with the people here in Branson, and not just that, but your television show, which we have had an opportunity to see. Now, the television show comes on, what, once a week, or how does that work?
It's once a week, every Thursday. It comes on at 5:30 Central Time, which would, you know, be different Eastern and out on the coast. But it's 5:30, and then it repeats in the middle of the night on Friday. Okay. But it repeats Saturday night. Most people watch it Saturday night at 11 o'clock Central Time. Okay. And then it repeats Monday morning at 9:30. So we ended up with 4 repeats. So, which is good.
And it is a 30-minute show?
It's a 30-minute show, and the only complaint we have is that it's not an hour long.
Yeah. Well, we might have to change that, huh?
I'm telling you, they keep asking, but you know, it's a lot. It takes a lot of songs. I mean, I've already went through nearly 170 songs.
And how many shows have you shot then?
Let's see. I think it's been 20.
30. 170 songs. Yeah, that's.
And they're shooting in high definition too.
Yes,
aren't
they are.
Yeah. That's great. Now, RFD isn't everywhere in the United States, I don't think. It's almost everywhere.
It's almost everywhere. It's rural America's most important network. It really caters to rural America and to farming and agriculture and equine, horses, cattle.
All my relatives who are farmers up in Iowa and South Dakota, that's all they watch.
It's an incredible. You really, I know more about Hereford cattle than I've ever known in my life now. You get addicted to it, really, because. And then what they did, they started catering to the entertainment. They started bringing the old shows back, you know, Pop Goes the Country and the Wilburn Brothers, and it's just, and people really enjoy it.
Those were fun shows too. You don't see television production quite that way anymore, and with so many variety artists too.
Oh, I know it.
That's what helps, is the variety, and of course, us being variety artists, we're applauding what's going on. Denise's folks are dairy farmers, and so when we went back and visited them, they shut everything down to watch RFD-TV, you know, and then Penny came on and the whole group. So it's just great to see that that America is embracing this.
They are, and it's
station.
Every week. I mean, it's growing leaps and bounds because now the network is opened up to Comcast, Verizon. They've approved Verizon to go on, and you know, it's Time Warner, all of it. I mean, so. All the cable companies, you just have to call and ask them. If you don't pick it up, you just call and say, look, what do we have to do to get RFD? You know, it's on Dish Network and DirecTV, but a lot of the cable companies, now that Comcast, because all the state of Tennessee now is on it, so you can always tell from the emails that we get that it's spreading every week.
Yes. And they have a website, is RFD-TV.com?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
You can go find out more about your show and all the other programming there.
And also my website too, which is PennyGilley.com. www.PennyGilley.com.
Now, what about the times of the shows? Again, let's go over that one more time. You play Wednesday through Saturday, did you say?
Wednesday through Sunday at the theater.
Evening.
Evening.
What time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock at the RFD-TV Theater in Branson, Missouri.
Branson, Missouri.
All right.
It is beautiful. We love it here.
That's great. And we being your husband, Mike Stanglin, who's standing right over there, a great guy. Mike won't come on camera, but unless you want to peek in and say hi.
Hey, darling.
He was tempted for a second.
Well, we thank you. Thanks for coming on our webcast, and great success with the show.
Wish you all the best with the show, Penny.
Thank you, Jim, Dave. Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Penny Gilley, our special guest on Branson Webcast.
You've been listening to BransonWebcast.com with your hosts Dave Hamner and Jim Barber. Join us next time for more interviews, music, and fun from Branson, Missouri.
Y'all come back and hear us soon. Hope you liked our little tune. Next time on the internet, we'll have new friends you haven't met. Branson Webcast Show, spread the word to all you know. On the web and having fun, it's the show for everyone.
This is your announcer, Craig Burnett, saying thanks for joining us and come back real soon for more fun at BransonWebcast.com.